The views and opinions expressed on hashtag WTFTumi do not necessarily reflect those of the public broadcaster nor Urban Brew Studios. All necessary precautions have been taken to minimize any bias or prejudice.
Good evening, Mzansi. Anyone else as broke as me right now? Seriously, like, I'm having an out-of-money experience. Yeah, it's January, y'all, and the only things I can afford to talk to you about are my top quotes on money. Here's the first one. Hey, what if you are so broke you only have coins? It's like Spencer Tracy said, there were times my pants were so thin I could sit on a dime and tell if it was heads or tails. Now that's me right now. But all things said, I hope I'm never as rich as Robin Williams, who said cocaine is God's way of saying you're making too much money. And I agree, yes. Can't play with money and on cocaine. Anyway, and from one comedian to another, dogs have no money. Isn't that amazing? They're broke their entire lives, but they get through. And you know why dogs have no money? No pockets. That was Jerry Seinfeld. Now, I don't know about that, Jerry, because I've dated quite a few dogs with pockets. And we had a mutual agreement. While they were dogging on me, I was eating their money. It worked. The interesting thing that Elizabeth Taylor said is that money is the best deodorant. And I think this next quote explains it even better, because this guy said money is like manure. You have to spread it around or it smells. Now, that was J. Paul Getty. So I think he was saying that Elizabeth Taylor's armpits smell like manure. No? And how about this quote from Jack Yelton? There is a very easy way to return from a casino with a small fortune. Go there with a large one. See what you did there, Jack? Well, there's a quote you can bet on. Well, by that logic, I'm also feeling homesick. And how about this one? If you're given a choice between money and sex appeal, take the money. As you get older, the money will become your sex appeal. That was Katharine Hepburn. Alala Catherine, original sugar mama. And lastly, I'm tired of hearing about money, 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 money. I just want to play the game, drink Pepsi, wear Reebok. And that was Shaquille O'Neal. I'm sure those brands paid him enough to buy him a lifetime supply of noise-canceling headphones, so you wouldn't ever have to hear money, 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 money. We have a great show tonight. Hopefully, it'll perk you up and help you get through January. Can we also welcome back the boyfriends who've just returned home asking for love back after they disappeared in early December? Gracing the WTF couch is newsreaders Nzinga, Qunta and Mxolisi Masango. And then we close the show off with Anna Wolf. But first, Glenn, what is the WTF of the day?
Thank you, Matums. In the spirit of January, the WTF of the day today is Weekend Tunnel Fortune. And it's a young throwback all the way to the 70s. Listen to this, guys. Over a weekend back in, I think it was 77, some Tsotsis got away with R1 million worth of money and goods from a bank in Krugersdorp. What happened is they gained access to the vault by digging an underground tunnel underneath the building. And then to this day, it still hasn't been solved. unlike the VBS saga, which I still don't understand. Who is Floyd Shavambu? Who knows? Well, I'd just like to say about that story that it gives a whole new meaning to the term gold diggers. I ain't saying he a gold digger.
I like that crime. It's just simple but efficient. My first guest is a former model, TV presenter, and business news anchor on SABC3. Please welcome Nzinga Qunta. Thank you. Welcome. Well, we'll take a hand. Thanks. Please grab a seat. And Glenn, what is the lovely Nzinga drinking?
Well, Zinga's hot like these Zinga wings right here. I mean, they go hand in hand. She's also spicy, you know, so I threw a little bit of that on it too. So to help you cool yourself down, I got you a cranberry cooler and some Zinga wings. Enjoy.
Hey!
That's a pleasure.
2019 must be nice. People are even blessing people with wings. I haven't seen you feed them before, Glenn.
No, we won't start now.
Oh, we've landed on day.
Yeah, thank God.
So the day is for Nzinga to read out the last 3 texts that she received from
Oh, no.
Oh, lovely. I love this one. This is my favorite.
3 texts.
Okay.
Okay, let's
Text
go.
or WhatsApp?
WhatsApps.
Oh, this is going to be tricky.
Oh, this is gonna
okay.
be
What is the
good.
text? So
Okay.
Okay,
No.
I can see a GIF. I can see a GIF.
So I can't swear. Can I swear in the show?
You can say
Absolutely.
beep.
Okay. You're not a basic beep.
Beep.
Thanks for calling me back yesterday. Kanamari and I come and swim at your house around 3 or 4. I'm in Durban, what a bummer.
Who's that?
oh wow.
My daughter.
Girl,
Oh, okay.
Roll eyes emoji. And then I have to censor that for the sake of my friendship. So, okay.
Very nice.
So the ones you're not reading us, I have to ask. So the second one that you could possibly read us, is it profane or is it giving away juice?
No, it's legit gossiping about people.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
So she was venting about someone, and
Yes.
then I vented about someone.
In return about another one.
Yeah.
Does she ever vent about someone and you go, yeah, but Choma, I mean, really, there I have to disagree with you.
No, I think sometimes I disagree with her on the way she approaches stuff, and she does the same with me. But sometimes if you just need to vent, you don't need someone saying to you like, oh, look at that. You just want to get it out.
Just let him get it out.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What a nice. See, that's friendship goals. Can we do that? Can we do that more of that?
Definitely. I think we should.
Thank you, hon. So you were born in Australia, dude.
Yeah.
Holy snap, mate.
So my parents were...
No, you have to answer the question in an Australian accent. Sorry.
How?
No, you
No,
see, I'm
because
an
it's-
anchor, not an actress. I can't do funny accents and all of that.
It's not a funny accent. It's a very realistic and serious
The
accent,
only thing I
mate.
can
really?
say
On
is
which
good day,
platform?
mate.
You
That's
are?
like my best impression.
What is it?
Good day, mate.
Oh, goodness
Not
gracious.
good. Not good.
Sorry to have interrupted.
So my parents were Black consciousness activists in the 70s, and then people were trying to kill them. Then
on.
they walked to Botswana. That's the best part of the story. They walked to Botswana from here and then
Yes.
went into exile in Australia to study there, and my sister and I were born there.
Hold on. So Australia, where the blueprint for apartheid was created, conscious, black conscious people who were fighting for this country went to that very
Yes.
place to go and...
Study because they got a scholarship, because they were most certainly not going to study here. My mom
Yes.
got kicked out of UWC.
I love the irony.
Irony, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But as soon as they were born, they were like, okay, we're out. We're going to go
Yeah.
back to the continent. So,
Oh my gosh. So did they ever bump into those South Africans who did run away, who were like, but they just ran away from you?
What do you mean?
Oh, wait, when they went there, it was before the big exodus.
Yes, they went like when...
They started the trend.
Yeah.
So you've
the
got to
point.
travel though because of your
Yes.
parents, right?
Yes, but not, I mean, I wouldn't say that's like the best way to travel. I think when
really?
we're older, like running away from apartheid is not the best way to travel.
True.
But like, as we got older, we got to see more of the world because of my parents' hard work and because of my work, my sister's work as well. Yeah.
So besides South Africa, where's your favorite place to live? Because I know this is the best
Zimbabwe,
place to live. Really?
Is that-
Which
sorry-
part of Zimbabwe? H-Town?
Harare.
To live.
H-Town is the one.
Yes, we lived in
Shout out
Zimbabwe for like 6
H-Town!
years. Yeah, it's dope. The people are dope. Like
Yeah.
the schools are everything. was so cool.
It is true because it's like when people from the UK come to.
We've actually got a throwback picture of you in Zimbabwe there.
Yes.
Hi, so your face hasn't changed.
Okay, I think I've gotten a little bit prettier.
No, listen, you are adorable. You are adorable. See, there you didn't have sex appeal. Now, the only thing that's changed between
I feel
that
like I
kid
don't
and you,
have sex appeal at all.
you think you don't, but you should.
Legit.
Wait, hold on. How do you decide on your sex appeal?
You know, the people who come up to me the most and like love what I do are women, which is cool. But men are never like, oh, this person's so hot. Do you know what I mean? Generally, like maybe like 1 out of like 100 is like, oh, that person's like sexy. You know what I mean?
Thing is, you're sexy, but you've got it together. So I will think you're hot, but I'm not going to approach because I'm like, yeah, but she's got her life too much in line for me to come and mess it up.
you.
Oh, my word. Well, it's time for a break. We have more from Nzinga when we return. Welcome back, lovelies. Remember to hit us up on the socials. We are at WTFTumi on the relevant social media thingies. We are hanging out with a yummy mommy, Nzinga Qunta. Now, I want to talk about the fact that you're a business anchor now, lady.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
It's the most amazing experience.
Yeah.
You get to transmit information that's important, not like irrelevant information,
Yeah.
super relevant. It helps people with their planning, December, January stress.
Yes.
Like we've got you beforehand. We've been covering you. We've been
Yeah.
giving you tips. Even now we're going to be giving you tips. Like even if this month is a struggle, this is what you can do. This is where you can try and save money. This is where you
Yeah.
can make money. It's an incredible experience. It's given me the most amazing experiences. I got to MC a dinner for President Ramaphosa's investment summit. I got to speak to
Oh,
Jack
wow.
Ma. I got to travel to South Sudan. I just do like really cool stuff. Speak to really interesting people every day about money.
Tell
which we
me
all
about
love.
that highlight, Jack Ma. He's a tech tycoon, isn't he?
Yes.
A big billionaire.
Yeah, multi-billionaire.
And how was that? Were you intimidated?
So I was quite nervous because everyone was like, oh, it's like a really big thing. And everyone was making like a thing about it. And then he asked to meet me beforehand. And he spoke to me and he was so cool. He was so cool and was just like, let's just relax. Like, this is, and someone had given me questions that I should ask or that I should like, and he had said, forget about the questions, ask me what you want to ask. Let's just have a conversation. And so I literally got there speaking to one of the biggest names in tech in the world. And I literally felt like I was having a conversation with just a person, which it is at the end of the day. But, you know, sometimes we like to add like pomp and circumstance and make things more dramatic than they are.
Yeah.
You know, so that was really interesting.
And what about your worst experience?
Okay, so I interviewed this guy. He doesn't want to be there, right? At work.
What is his?
Must I say his name now?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
well,
Name and shame, girl. This is
that I'm going to
WTFTumi.
be interviewing later.
Yes.
So he was just very unpleasant and went out of his way to make me know that he didn't want to be there. And he was going to answer his questions in a way that was like very dismissive. And that's really disrespectful because we're not having a conversation. Even if we don't like each other,
Yes.
we're not there for the fun of it. We're
Yeah.
there to serve the public who
Yes.
watch the public broadcaster to get news. So just like be strong and get through it.
So afterwards, were you like, so why did you come here if you didn't want to be here?
No, I didn't, but I saw him in Hyde Park the other day and somebody introduced us and I was just like, whatever. Like, really, whatever.
Really? Were you honest? Were you like, actually?
No, I literally walked away. I was like, okay. Like, I wasn't even like, hi, I'm Nzinga. Like, no, he's rude and I'm going to be rude back.
Nice, nice. No, because I can imagine she was very polite about it. Now, wait, Nzinga, you're a yummy mummy. But we were
Okay,
having
we'll
a
go with that.
conversation during the commercial break where I was saying if my jacuzzi was back in action, I would want you in it in a bikini. And your answer immediately was no.
For what reason?
But you're a model.
No, I was like, I do like once in a while stuff now, but and I don't need people seeing like my body that like don't need to see my body. That's completely unnecessary. For me, I'm not those people that are like, oh, you know, cover yourself up and respect yourself, because that's also annoying. I just feel like I don't want to be out here showing people my bum unnecessarily. You know what I mean? It's like,
So you're timaring us all of that.
yeah, no.
And you're very good at covering up, even covering up your child.
On social.
On
Yes.
social media.
Yeah, actually, I even said her name, and I was like, "Oh no, man!" I don't even say her name. I feel like So we read a lot before she came.
Yes, I see that you put love there.
And one of the things was, in this digital age, it's good to grow your child and their personality away from Instagram. Again, like, I don't like judging people, but if you've got a whole page for your kid and they've got a personality made up already, by the time they get to a certain age, what if your kid is really shy? Or when I go out, I see people's kids and I know who their kids are. Like, I don't know them, I don't know their kid, but I'm like, hey, that's Jackson or whatever. I don't want that for my kid. I want her to grow up and decide at some point, I'm trying to be on the gram. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
But it's so hard because she's so cute. She's so cute and so clever and so funny.
However, and I would like to jump in there just as devil's advocate, what about, because social media is so important these days that you can give her a head start, get her a good couple of thousand followers. Then by the time she's 18, she's flying, she's getting endorsements, she's getting, mama doesn't need to work no more.
Yeah, but she also could be a quantum physicist, and you don't need 18,000 followers to be a quantum physicist. She could be a doctor.
There are other professions other than what we do.
Yeah, you know what I mean? That could also be a vibe.
Good.
So I want her to, she could be a golfer. She could, we don't know what she's going to be. So let's just relax a little bit. Maybe when she's 18, I'll be like, should have listened.
Well,
to Glenn
we'll see how it goes. We'll
Yeah.
talk in about 16 years.
Yeah.
Another thing you hit very well from us was your wedding. How's married life treating you? Hey, she's blushing. It must be great.
You know what I realized is that the older I've gotten, and I'm a whole 35 years old, is that sometimes people are not really interested or shouldn't be interested in what you do when you're off their screen.
Yes, because that's your knocked off time.
And I should focus on being, and this is what I want to be really, and you must save this for later when it happens, one of the best business anchors in the world, working in an incredible environment and just doing so well.
Yeah.
And then what I do when I go home maybe is not that interesting. I don't know.
That is intense. From your lips to God's ears then.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, now that we see she's a good girl, let's see if everybody else behaves as they slide into her DMs. Let's play #Top3. So, Nzinga,
Okay.
we are going to spin the wheel first. Hey, who knows, you might not end up in your phone.
Okay, please.
So we're going to spin that wheel behind you. If it lands on the handbag, we'll pull out 3 things. If we land on Instagram or Twitter, you will have to explain 3 DMs from those social media spaces.
Okay.
Spin the wheel.
Dope.
Oh, snap. She called it. It's on your phone. Well done.
Okay,
I love that you predicted that.
What are we doing here?
We are letting Tumi look at your Twitter.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay,
So have a seat, relax.
Okay.
All right, breathe.
I should have deleted before I got here if I was a focused person.
Yeah, but this is funny. I love the last message. This person says, so this guy asks, so how did it go? Did they meet your expectations? And she says, oh, shoot, yes. I feel like you Grace Jones. Ha, 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 thank you.
Okay, that's okay, that's okay.
That's weird. How is the person Grace Jones for asking you if something went as expected?
I went to a new I needed a new barber because the last one was a struggle.
Yes.
And everyone's always like, oh, go to this barber online, cool kid stuff, went there, like, my hairline was struggling even further.
Hey, man, this sounds like a threat, but it's probably not. Says, didn't get the mail, but we're going ahead. Like, yo,
okay, that's a gift.
I don't care. You didn't mail me. I'm going.
That's a guest of ours. Sometimes I use Twitter to try and get people to come onto our show, especially if I see anything interesting on there.
I love this message. Cece, I hope you're well. This is an interesting stat. Oh, no, wait. There was something about do you. Oh, do you have the link? Never mind. I thought it says do you. Hey, man, are you chat too?
That's the thing. Let's also be relaxed
no, listen.
No, you have to say, I'm sorry, you have to say who that was. You can't leave us in suspense like that.
It's a big political person who I'm not going to share because I didn't reach my 3.
Yes?
Yeah. So the thing is, the cool thing about what I do is that I get to interact with people from every sector.
She's not kidding.
At every sphere and, like, whoever. So that's really exciting, but let's also not...
I would say let's find
relax.
out who Glenn's MCM is. That's going to be interesting.
I will find out who that was. Thanks. My Mega Crush Monday today is none other than Donald Trump. Recently, he said, money was never a big motivation for me, except a way to keep score. The real entertainment is playing the game. Clearly, you didn't read the rules of the game, but because the rule number 1 is don't be a beep. Rule number 2, don't be a beep. Number 3, don't be a beep.
Well, someone who definitely isn't a bleep is my next guest. He is an anchor, a presenter, and a journal. Ladies and gents, Mxolisi Masango.
I'm going to turn up as well.
Ow, ow, ow. Yes. Yo. How are you? Awesome. Please spin the wheel.
Okay.
And go. And grab a seat. Oh my word. Did he just not put everything into that? Please grab a seat. Glenn, what's he drinking? I'm going to slow it down a bit.
So Mxolisi, he first started out acting. Wow. And acting is all about faking it, but now he's in news, so I kind of combined the two, so I've called this drink Fake News.
Wow, Glenn, you thought that all up by yourself.
Thank you very much. It's appreciated.
Thanks, Nzito.
All right, enjoy it.
What's in there?
It looks like this wheel is not going to stop. And when wheels take
water.
forever to stop, we decide where they stop, don't we, Glenn?
It's water.
Exactly.
That's water. Is that your excuse?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell us about Bamtatile. But the way you're dancing, you were not Tatele somebody.
Tumza, I just love the song. I think we just at a point as a nation where we're enjoying good sounds. And I think Usanel and Mlindo, the musician, are making good music. So I enjoy that song. Not because I tatela someone.
I like that your shirt says Andizi, but here you are, Uzi.
Yeah, you know.
Right. He's landed on day, so he needs to say out loud the letters of the alphabet without his lips touching.
Go.
A,
That's literally one letter. It's E.
I,
That is terrible. Please, I can't. That is...
He stopped that. He's so adorable.
Oh, that's fine.
But you
I
didn't try.
I tried.
You did not.
That's the best.
A, B, C, D,
Yeah,
E,
use your
F,
tongue.
G, A, I.
I mean, you look like a man who knows how to use his tongue.
Wow, okay. Whoa.
He did what?
Quickly.
I said he looks like a man that knows how to use his tongue. He must use it.
It's true, you do look like you could.
All right. So
Where's
should
the tongue?
should I try again?
With the tongue.
That's not how it works.
I was like, wait, what are you doing?
That's not how it works in the bedroom. You don't get 2 chances. 1 chance. Otherwise, you're out.
Is your tongue strong enough and up to it?
To me, it is very early in the year. We can't be getting fired this early.
Welcome to the show, now that we've really gotten deep with you.
Thanks for having me.
Are you
Great to be deep.
Is it? Do you enjoy being deep?
Yeah.
Oh, my
Do you
goodness.
get much of a choice in that, though, with acting? Like, if you want those deep acting roles?
You know what? It depends on your range and how deep you can go. But I enjoy those roles that keep me, on the surface and, get me to explore stuff. Yeah, but I enjoy it.
Oh, my God. Did you need any range to be Zakumi? Because I don't know if people know this. This was the Zakumi at every Bafana game during the World Cup.
Yeah, I had to have a bit of range, but it was the dancing skill that counted the most, obviously.
Yeah.
But it was an amazing experience. I got to travel all across Africa, Mzansi. It was insane.
So you were the only Zakumi?
It was, no, there was 2 other gentlemen.
Okay.
But I was the lead Zakumi.
Alala lead
And it was-
Zakumi?
Yeah.
So I got to attend all the big matches. And,
Yeah.
it was really great.
And the opening, you were at the
The
opening?
opening as well, yeah.
And you participated in that?
I participated, with the dancers with the skimpy dresses?
Yes, I know very well.
I was the dude, you'd know that, yeah. So I was the dude dancing along with those chicks. It was nice. It was a great experience.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Okay, well, which of your talents give you the greatest satisfaction?
What?
Which of your talents give you the greatest satisfaction? We know it won't be anything to do with the tongue.
Geesh, I don't like to say there's a particular area that I enjoy the most. I think I love doing everything else. You know, when you're in this business, you must be able to, you know, do everything, you know, dabble in this and that.
Why does every answer sound like he's seducing you? I don't. This guy could be telling you what he ate for breakfast. Yeah, so today I had eggs on bacon, and the bacon was like crispy. It's crispy, you know, Tumi, crispy. Come on, man.
Okay, while Glenn is being jealous, I'm going to deal with him. Let's take an ad break, and we'll be back with Nzinga and Mxolisi, including a game of wordgasm in a bit. Welcome back. This is hashtag WTFTumi on SABC3. And yes, I'm still blushing. We are hanging out with Nzinga and Mxolisi on the couch. Now, Mxolisi, you've worked for Arise TV, yeah?
Yeah.
And TRT?
Yeah.
My word.
Those are news agencies, one in London and one in Turkey.
Very different as well.
Yeah,
hey?
yeah. I worked as a South African correspondent for them. Covered most of the major trials, Oscar Pistorius, the Shun Diwani honeymoon case, and most other stuff that was South African. I was tasked with essentially just informing the rest of the world what was happening in our country.
And what was it like? I remember during the Oscar trial, you interviewed Oscar's uncle.
Yeah.
How was that?
It was nerve-wracking. You know when you have a person you're trying to speak to, but they don't really want to give you enough. You want to know what's going to be happening after this, and the answers are just quick yes, no answers. And they just essentially don't want to answer. But you know what? It's a good experience for any news anchor because you're essentially sinking at that particular point in time. It's either a sink or swim situation. So that's how you build your muscle as an efficient communicator, I think.
Sure. And you were mentioning a similar thing, hey, that when you have those interviewees who don't want to be interviewed, and do you give up in the moment, or do you try and squeeze what you can while you're live?
Yeah, I think you try and squeeze as much as possible out. And even if someone's being rude to you, whatever, even if you have to push back a little bit, because sometimes people just want to be a bully. And then when they see that you're not going to back down, then they'll kind of come to the party. But I'm not a very aggressive person. Like, I'm not those news anchors that are like, you will tell us the truth. Why did you lie? It's like, I just ask questions in a different way. And you learn literally, I think, I don't know if you've got this experience with everyone that you interview. It's not just like big interviews that are going to make you stretch that muscle. It's everyone that you interview. Some people are really shy. Some people are
really
too much.
Some are very sexual. I mean, we don't know.
Have you ever used your skills in Mxolisi to get that out?
No, I've never. I've never been doing that. But the trick about news as well, the exciting part is that it's live. You know, there's no second chance at it. You just go at it. Stressful. And then you have a guest that's going to want to show you that I'm the boss. It just changes the game a bit.
You were right. Everything he says does sound like a sexual encounter. Have you ever been threatened after an interview, after a story, after you break a story?
No, just only got a text, I think, to say, that's not how you say my name. You say it this way. And that was it.
Wow.
It really is just... How did you say whose name?
I was interviewing some politician I'm not going to mention.
And you renamed them?
Yeah.
Why don't you mention them?
It was a slip of the tongue.
Have you learned to say their name
properly? I've learned to
say their name now, let's hear.
Since.
Say their name?
No, Tumi, let's move on.
Okay, say my name. Let's see if you say it correctly.
Tumi Morake.
Tumi. There's no H in my name.
But you said it like to me when you were...
To me? Yeah. When did I say to me? Okay.
To me?
Yeah, you see, Bella, no wonder this person texted him. I mean, he doesn't even try. He even gives you excuses when he's saying your name wrong. You know what? I think we should get into a game of wordgasm because we're not winning.
Right, guys, this is how this game works. There are words behind these numbers. The person who is guessing tells me what I need to pick. I pick up the number and I have to describe the words without saying the actual word, much like 30 seconds, but a little bit more risque. All right, so we're going to play girls versus boys. All right, so Tums and Nzinga and myself and Mxolisi. Guys, you find your podiums over there and we will kick it off. By the way, the losers take a shot of lemon juice. Are you fine with that? Good. All right,
Yes.
let's go first. MK, let's do this. Are you ready? Pick a number.
5.
All right. Okay, here we go. Oh. Okay. Oh, wait, no, hang on. Sorry.
Go,
These are
go for it. Go for it.
Okay. Okay. So you eat it. Okay, you eat it, but it's raw, but it's fish. Eating raw. What is raw fish?
Sushi.
Yes. Okay. Now the car that goes around. It's a BMW, a small car that goes around in circles. Like what's the nickname for that? Tiny, small BMW that you.
Kusheshe.
Yes. Okay. Now. Okay.
Time's up.
Okay. Okay, that's good.
Can
That's
I
good.
raise an objection?
Yes,
Like
please.
while we're here, that I feel like some people in the audience are giving clues.
Wait.
They're still doing that.
No,
You guys
no,
can't keep doing that.
no
They
clues,
love
no
doing that.
clues.
When it's Glenn guessing, it's their thing. Oh wait, I didn't ask you. Okay, I've picked 8. Sorry, I forgot to ask you for a number.
Let's go.
Sorry. Okay. You wear it, and it's one of those warm tops with a thing.
Hoodie.
Yes. When this hurts, you've got a
Headache.
And the prince and the
Princess.
the poor guy.
Prince and the Pauper.
Well done. Good. 3-2. Let's switch around. Very nice.
Let's switch around.
Very good, guys. You guys are
What's
very
hap-
good at this
Oh,
game.
okay,
girls.
I see.
All right. Okay. Mxolisi, let's do this. Let's go with number 1.
Number 1.
All right. Ready?
Okay.
Is it because you already know the answers are behind the ball?
All right. A sign of that retail
Patricia.
outlet. What
Joshua
color is
Door.
it? What color is it?
Red?
Yes.
Joshua Door. Red
no.
dragon.
No.
No. Okay, let's start again.
So when you've got a thing for these things with
Feet,
toes.
foot fetish.
Yes,
Fetish.
yes.
Okay, good.
He's a South African president, very first South African president.
Nelson Mandela.
No.
The first.
Yes.
First.
Yes.
Is it maybe H. Vervoet?
Time's up.
Who is it?
Time's up. What was it?
F.V. de Klerk.
No, he was not, bro.
Who was it? What
Who
was
was the
it?
first president?
FW de Klerk. You should have said apartheid president. Our last apartheid
Okay, it's fine.
president.
Stay there.
Wow.
Okay, go.
Let's go with 6.
All right. What they said that what former President Jacob Zuma had to do with the
Pay
money.
back the money. Payback.
Yes. The campaign where people were protesting against university and
must fall.
Yes.
I mean-
the thing that has bubbles in it that makes you inebriated. People,
Beer.
when they celebrate, they drink.
Champagne.
Yes.
Oh my
Aye,
goodness.
aye, aye.
you
Next
guys are
one,
giving
next
us
one. Let's
the
keep
serious-
going.
If you want.
Okay, go.
Five
Keep
seconds.
going.
Okay, what do you
7.
read what I do on?
Newspaper.
Yes.
3,
Someone who
2,
goes to jail,
1.
is there?
Time.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
still kicking butt.
Okay,
let's swap
okay,
over
one
for the
more
last
round.
time. Oh, is our time up?
Oh, okay.
Oh,
we gotta
time's
take
up. The
shots.
boys have to take their shots. Let's head
Oh,
to
well
another
done,
break.
guys.
The girls win. Anna Wolf joins us for a game of Never That. Stay tuned.
All right, let's
We
do
win.
this.
We win. We are back. Keep showing us love on the Twitter streets. Just please ensure you use that hashtag WTFTumi. Now, we are still hanging out with Nzinga and Mxolisi. You're welcome, ladies. Nzinga, you owned a modeling agency.
Yes.
With David Kau, of
Yes.
all people.
Yes. He was the money guy.
Ah,
he gave
because I was
us-
going to say, did he have an eye for talent? Like,
No, he wasn't a creep. Thank God.
do you think you'd get back into it?
So we ran it for about 3 years. We learned a lot. We closed it down because I was like, yeah, bye guys, it's too much now. So what we're doing is with someone that we had approached for funding the first time is we're buying into an agency, an established one, a small percentage of that and trying to implement ideas that way.
Okay.
Because I still think there's so much talent. People think modeling is a very frivolous thing. And while it is, it's also a way of changing your life just based on how you look. And I think that opportunity can take you into so many other fields. I think I'm an example of that. There's so many people who started off as just models and then graduated
grew,
to more. And
yeah.
I'd love to do that for more people, for more women and men. Yeah.
And Just Africa, what happened to that? I love Juicy Africa.
Oh, thank you.
It worked. I was very upset to not see it anymore.
Thanks. So Juicy Africa was a forerunner before blogs were quite big
Yeah.
here. I traveled with Channel O when I used to work at Channel O. And I would write about African celebrities before it was really popular
Yeah,
here, because we've
yeah.
only got onto the
Before it was
African
trendy,
wave.
yeah.
And it just got to a point where I couldn't run it anymore. Someone else was running it, and then they decided that they were not going to run it anymore, and there was nothing I could do about it. It still breaks my heart, and one day I will look at doing a version of that in a different way.
Can't we buy it?
Huh?
Can't we buy it? Juicy Africa. I loved it.
Thank you.
Please. Mxolisi, you're also an entrepreneur. What happened to your Shisanyama Day in Mpumalanga? Would you let
going.
stock or it's still there?
No, it's still there.
Is it?
It's in my hometown, Leandra.
Yeah.
We're trying to branch out now into the full-on mobile bar space.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so we've been going for about 2 years now. Slowly but surely we're getting there.
I'm waiting for my invite.
Oh, for sure. We can host you. Just let us know when.
So do you guys make it a priority to generate a second income? Is that important? I mean, how important is that to you guys, Mxolisi?
I think it doesn't matter on how many income streams you have. It's about how you manage your income. But as soon as you have that opportunity to make, hay while the sun shines, I think you just take it and go with it. And that's what I'm pretty much doing right now.
How about you, Nzinga?
Yeah, I think it's definitely a priority, but for me, I know now all I do is I've got 2 little businesses on the side. I've spoken about the one, but all I do for the most part is focus on the news and emceeing, because that also is quite a nice revenue stream when you do that. And also, guys, if you get married, sometimes you can just say, it's a struggle. Can you please do this? Can I please have this? Can you please get me?
Well,
you're not married.
Tumi's got a brilliant. She's got a brilliant philosophy. What she does is she surrounds herself with one Indian and one Jew, and that's what she's done. Indian manages her, and the Jew works with her. And for some reason, her money just grows.
Okay, Wamana now then is getting into my pockets. So to keep him safe, let's get into a game of Never That. And to help us play this game, please welcome singer sensation Anna Wolf.
Yes. Hello. Hello. This is for you.
Thank you.
Right, guys. So this is how this game works, okay? I'm going to hand you these bats. Tumi's going to ask you guys a couple of questions. And if you have done what Tumi is asking, you answer with yes. If not, you swing the bat to Never That. All right? Got it? Okay. Honesty is key. I will know if you are lying. I've just got that
I feel like I'm definitely in line this game.
sixth sense.
Never have I ever tweaked a story to make it juicy.
Okay.
How?
Speaking to the news anchors, I mean...
Yeah.
Anna, never ever that, ever.
No.
Like you've never, after you went and performed at the thing, been like, and everybody stood up and they loved me and
No,
they wouldn't
I
leave
don't
me
like
alone.
doing that.
They'd
Oh my
stand up
God.
anyway.
Amazing.
Was it a big tweak or was it a little tweak?
I mean, sometimes you have to embellish things a little bit.
Yeah,
Or
Nana.
like, yeah.
Spice.
Yeah.
Yeah, newsrooms are driven by editors anyway.
Oh, no,
so once
no.
there's
With the news, we can't do. I'm just saying in personal.
Oh.
Let's just be like...
Hey. Good save, good save. Never have I ever walked out from the shops with items I didn't pay for. Never have I ever walked out of a shop with items
Wow.
I didn't pay for.
Oh, you
Even by accident.
Yes, by accident.
And then what happened?
I'm obsessed with lip gloss and always try out testers.
Yeah.
And I was obviously in thought and popped one in my bag and got to and it went off, the beeper went off. And I just didn't know how to explain myself. All that would come out was apologies. Just like, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Yeah, and that was it. And thank God he believed me and let me go. Yeah.
With the lip gloss.
No, I wish. No.
Wait, how long are we talking about before I change my answer?
No, like if it's ever generally happened to you.
Okay, like when I was 8, I
On
walked out with a
purpose.
frog, yes, with a frog thing, because I didn't know that I had to pay, like a frog chocolate in
Yes.
Shame.
And then it was like a big thing, like, what did you do? And I was like, I didn't know.
Oh, were you caught or your parents saw you eating
No,
this
my
frog thing
sister.
they didn't buy?
My sister was just like, what did you do, bro? What is happening here?
And it's never happened to you.
No, it's never. It's never happened.
Never have I ever dated someone for their money. Dated someone for their money.
I'm going to definitely lie in this game.
I love this.
You already said yes. You don't have to use the back.
Well, your laugh has answered us. Shame.
I think the question should be, never have I ever dated someone for their money and lied about it.
Exactly.
Hey, Zing. There's even tears in her eyes, guys. This thing is real. Hey, never have I ever... Oh, by the way, my husband, she loves you. It's not about the money. Never have I ever zoomed in on my crush's social media pics. Never have I ever zoomed in on my crush's social media pics. What were you looking for? Why did you zoom in?
Just to remind myself of why I like them, perhaps, or how they look like in the moment. I don't know.
Oh, what do you zoom into, Mxolisi, when you zoom in?
Just want to see Witty, everything is still in place. Like,
Yeah, man. Hey, Nzinga, what do you
You just
zoom in
always
to
need
see?
to know what's happening. Hey,
Yeah.
like even if it's not your crush's picture, if you know someone is hanging out with your crush, you need to see what's happening, what's the
That's
vibe.
actually true.
Just
That's
know
what I
is
do.
going
Yeah,
on
yeah,
at all
yeah.
times. I'm a queen of investigating online. Don't even lie to me. I'll find out and I will.
So if somebody has a new bae, you like, give me a minute, and then you're in there Googling them.
You'll go back to photos from Thailand in 2017.
Yes. Oh, that's early. 2017.
even-
How far back do you go? When Facebook came out first. We'll find out.
Never have I ever dated someone from my workplace. Oh, another musician.
Yeah,
How
pretty
did that
much.
work out?
Yeah, it didn't.
Well, but she still smiles, which means it was nice in there.
It was nice.
Time for a break. Glenn chats to Anna when we return. Welcome back to the show. Before we wrap things up, Glenn is standing by with Anna. Over to you, Glenn.
Thanks, Tumi. Anna, I just want to ask, before we go on, Taylor was the first name that you had. Why? What brought about the name change?
Yeah, so I was actually in studio in the UK with a producer called Pete Baxter Martin, and they're basically working from a studio called the Matrix Hub, and it's this beautiful setting. We were sitting in studio, and the sound was just so different that I knew I needed a new name to present the new sound. And Pete was just so keen on the idea, and him being spurred me up, and it was this beautiful, I guess, chemistry, not only working together, but also him following me on this journey of the name change. And so, yeah, as cliche and as hippie as it might sound, like, the name really did choose me. And I've always been obsessed with wolves, so it was just fit, yeah.
Why? Just before we go on from that, was there no Taylor Swift kind of?
Absolutely, from a business aspect, absolutely. I mean, even if you typed in Taylor into Spotify, and even if you spelled it Tailor, Taylor Swift would always pop up.
Yeah.
So of course there was a dynamic of it all. But at the same time, I knew that my fans in South Africa, like, that never really mattered. Like, if anything, it created exclusivity, and it was like their Taylor, you know?
Right.
But at the same time, I knew I was just moving into a new season of life, and knew I needed to change the name.
And you are moving into a new one. Let's talk about the single Believer, which is the first one under the new name. Talk me through it.
Yeah, so Believer, I wrote a couple of months back, actually, and just knew that it was the start of something special. At the time, I was performing under the name Taylor, so didn't have a clue that I was going to change the name. So that was a very organic process of... Believer really speaks of domestic violence and giving women and men the power to know that, that you don't have to be the victim, and that you can find strength in that vulnerability. And that's, yeah, hopefully it will give a voice and strength to those people.
Will you be singing it for us tonight?
Yeah.
Fantastic. I'm so looking forward to it. I know you've just moved to the UK. Quickly, where can we catch you? We'll watch out on your social media.
Yeah, you can go on to social media, Real Anna Wolf.
At Real Anna Wolf.
That's correct.
Beautiful. I'm going to let you gear up.
Cool.
And while I do that, Tumi, over to you.
Thank you, my darling. And thank you to my guests, Nzinga and Mxolisi, for hanging out with us. Glenn and I are back next week with Heinz Winkler and Lloyd Tele. To close off tonight, here is Anna Wolf with Believe. Good night.
Picture perfect to the V. She's running down the street with her pins to her knees. Brain is unwired, heart is on fire. Paging through this Bible as my skin transpires. Saints who leads the saints. As I look up to the heaven and the sky turns gray. Married to Diana, cheating on Rosanna. Skin to skin, I resorted to Viagra. They pulled the carpet from underneath me. I fell on my face and now I'm drowning in the sea. Demons and lies, devils and gods. Laughing, lounging, smoking big cigars. Read page for page, you got it all down. As you look up to the heaven, Jesus stole your crown. She's a believer, you gotta see her. Wrapping her fingers round the mic like a leader. She keep up to the sound of her own drum. She's a believer, you gotta see her. Wrapping her fingers round the mic like a leader. She keep up to the sound of her own drum. Hey, the Truman Show got nothing on my life. Prescription drugs, strippers in the clubs. At least she stayed away from the coke and thugs. Page for page, a narcissist dream. Paint a picture, perfect picture. Family tree, studied scene for scene. You got it all down, but the part you missed is where he stole your crown. She's a believer, you gotta see her. Wrapping her fingers round the mic like a leader. She keep up to the sound of her own drum. She's a believer, you gotta see her. Wrapping her fingers round the mic like a leader. She keep up to the sound of her own drum. Saints that lead, saints that died, went through hell